Hi everyone, my name is Bav and I'm the training specialist here at PixelPoint. Today we will be looking at how to set up stations. Let's start by opening Back Office. Click on the point of sales and from here click on Stations. As you can see under Stations, it says Station 1. By default, there are 20 stations set up in PixelPoint. We can navigate through the stations by clicking on the arrows at the bottom of the screen. As you can see, we have station 1, 2, 3, and it goes all the way up to 20, but there's no limit on the number of stations you can have within PixelPoint. To add a new station, simply click on the New button. The first tab we will be looking at is called Station Options. Here we can give our station a description, which will identify the station records in the system. We can select the default sales type we would like to use at this station as well as the revenue center. The first checkbox is called Always Print Receipt on Close, which is for whenever you close a check, it will print a receipt. Confirm before printing will display a screen to confirm the order before printing. No manual entry will turn off the ability to manually log into the station. This provides added security by preventing employees from logging each other in and out. Print Type of Sales on order will print the selected default sales type that we chose at the beginning of this lesson. Show Floor Plan on Main Screen will display the floor plan on the station's main screen. If this station is for the dining hall, checking this may be helpful to see which tables are available and which tables are currently taken. You can select the floor layout you would like to display, which will determine how many tables you have at your establishment and where exactly those tables are placed. The floor layouts can be different for different stations, so if Station 1 is your dining area and Station 2 is your bar area, those two floor layouts will be different. Therefore, the layout you selected will be different as well. Beside that is the floor zoom, which is how big the floor plan will be displayed on the station screen by default. Usually this is set to 100. To the right we have the Fonts section, which are all the fonts available in the system. Here we can customize the fonts we would like to use in our station. This section for fonts will be used for system-related functions only, such as the Login and Logout button or the Manager function menu. It will not change your fonts that you have programmed within Form Designer. Auto logout in seconds is a time that we can program, and once that time has been reached, the employee currently logged in will be logged out. This can prevent employees from forgetting to log out as well. For example, if employee A forgets to log out and employee B isn't prompted to log in, employee B will take their orders under employee A's login. So once the station has been inactive for a while, the system will automatically log them out. 30 seconds is usually a good amount of time for an employee to be inactive and logged out from that specific station. The next tab is called Additional Options. This is where you can decide which menu, order form, finished form, themed form, questions form, which are your forced questions, keyboard form, customer display, and signature you would like to use. All of these forms can be programmed within PixelPoint. We will go over this portion in more detail in our Form Designer course. The next tab over is called Printer Ports. The printer ports define where items will print from the station. A print channel is a general path you define for sending printed items. For example, here we have Local, which can be used for receipts. Next, there's Kitchen, which can be for printing from your KDS. The Label printer prints labels specifically, and we can also print from our hot KDS, which will only print hot items such as burgers, and our cold KDS, which will print drinks. These can all be configured by using the drop-down under each channel. To the right, there are some fields in green. This section is to define which actions are connected to which print jobs. Local printing could activate the cache drawers, which is why most drawers are connected to the local printer. The next tab is the Advanced tab. Here you can go beyond the basic station setup and program your system in a way that better fits your business needs. The first field we have is Station Price Level. PixelPoint comes with 10 different price levels which you can use in your establishment based on a special criteria such as schedule, or in this case, by station. For example, A burger when ordered from the dining area is $12, but when ordered from the bar is $10. Warehouse depletion pertains to inventory. Print receipt reminder messages will display a reminder message to the user whenever they print a receipt. Next is quick order table number. There is a series of numbers ranging from 30,000 to 32,000. In this example, our quick order table number is 31,000. These table numbers are specifically programmed to automatically split once a new order is added to them. In this case, Station 1 is an ordering station, and when you save the check from the station, those orders are allocated to table 31,000. This will prevent the order from appearing in other stations that use the save and get check function. OnFinishCheck plugin will grab the DLL file that has been created to perform a custom task whenever you close a check, then the plugin can be applied here. Mag reader type allows you to adjust the brand of magnetic swipe reader attached to this station. To the right, we have Disable Floor Zoom In and Out buttons, and if this is selected, it will remove the Zoom In and Out buttons from the order screen. Tax-inclusive pricing when feature code equals 0 is for items that have a special feature code applied to them in order to perform a special task. If Start Quick Order Mode in Transaction View is checked, you can set up for quick service such as the bartender. You may need a screen that shows all transactions. You can set up for quick services for someone like the bartender. They may need a screen that shows all transactions. This allows the bartender to easily make transactions as well. If Show Quick Order Summary by default is checked, this will default the station to Quick Order Summary display. From here, you can quickly open and view an existing check from the list or create a new one by simply selecting New Check. The next tab is called Policies, which we will cover in another video, but for a quick overview, this is where you activate policies within your system. For example, one policy pertaining to stations is called Show Station Custom Fields. And as we can see here, the policy determines if we want to display or hide stations under definable fields. By default, this is set to no, but by unchecking Use Default, we can change this to yes, depending on our use case for this policy. Next, we have the Receipts tab. This will also have a separate video, but we'll take a quick look at how receipts work within our station setup. To create a custom receipt, click on Custom Receipt. Under the header and footer is where you can customize the receipt for this specific establishment using the legend on the right-hand side. In the legend, you can see some special functions that you can add to your receipt, such as logo, a QR code. If your printer prints red, you can specify what you would like to print in red. You can add a coupon barcode and many other things. This is where you name your establishment, how you would want it to appear on the receipt, the address of the establishment, and the city and state. You can also add a phone number. In the footer, you can add additional comments such as new menu items or daily specials, and you can also add an additional footer. The last tab is a Kiosk tab. A kiosk station is a self-ordering station where a customer can place their own order. Here we have a kiosk employee, which is the employee you create to be responsible for opening and closing a check. By doing this, the customer becomes that employee, which is how they can take their own order at the kiosk. You must create a separate kiosk employee for each kiosk station. There is a kiosk start form that you can select and the receipt form that can be selected here as well. That concludes the station setup training. I hope this video was helpful and look out for future videos.